Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell notification so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're one of my OG subscribers, welcome back. So this is a voiceover and I'm super excited to be showing you guys how to sublimate on Dollar Tree items. So in part one, I do have a part one where I try to sublimate on some books that I did purchase and it did not go well. It actually melted. So one of my good students actually found these books for me in New York and I'm super excited. So thank you, Jessica. Shout out to you. And she bought a lilac and a mint color as well. So in my previous video, I did print out the design that I wanted to use for the sublimations. And I actually printed out two of the same design. But now I'm thinking if I should just use it for the mint book and then see what other design I want to add to the lilac book. So if I do decide to choose a design, I might show you guys how to do it on both books, but for sure I will be sublimating on the mint one. I'm going to be using heat resistant tape, and if, like I said, I find a design, I'll put it on the lilac, so I'll show you guys throughout the end of this video. And then lastly, I did preheat my heat press. I'm going to put everything down below as far as the seconds and the temperature so that you guys know as well if you guys decide to do it too. So I am going to be using heat resistant tape to put it on the sublimation paper onto the book so that it doesn't cause ghosting or shifting or movements. I'm also going to be using butcher paper. This is definitely a must so that you're protecting the heat press from, if, let's say, for example, the sublimation design bleeds through, it won't go on your heat press. So right now I'm just applying the heat resistant tape on all sides. Like I mentioned before, this is a must as well, because if you do not put the tape, for whatever reason, if you don't see that when pressing the press down, it may move the design and you don't notice it, and then it can mess up the image. So this part is optional. I decided to put cardstock so that the inside of the book can be protected. I do have the Teflon sheet there, so I didn't need the cardstock, but I just wanted to make sure. And then you want to make sure that the metal part of the book is not under the heat, because it can burn it. In part one of the video of my Dollar Tree items, I actually burned that part with everything just got melted. You guys can see that in part one. So if you don't want to do it this way, I'm going to show you guys another way, which was easier for me. And you want to make sure you apply the butcher paper. So this is the way that I did it. Personally, for me, it worked out fine because the metal part was more away from the actual press. And I also moved the design further out so that it can be able to be sublimated evenly onto the book. And after I put the butcher paper on top, I decided to go ahead and grab the roll of butcher paper and place under the bottom of the book so that the book can be even and my design can be able to get sublimated well with no mess ups. So I'm going to let the press do its thing. And we have about 5 to 7 seconds left on the timer. And let me tell you guys, when I seen this, after I removed the sublimation paper from the top, I was so amazed of how beautiful the design came out. So when you finish pressing on the book, you want to give it a few seconds because it will be extremely hot. And if you don't have your heat gloves, I suggest you leave it for a few seconds. Or if you have a weeding tool and you're okay with just taking it off immediately, you can do just that. So that's what I'm going to be doing right here. And when you're weeding, when you're peeling the tape off, you want to be gentle that you don't actually rip out the cover. So as you can see, I was gentle in the beginning. And then I got super excited when I seen the design that I actually just pulled everything off. And on the upper right-hand corner, you can see that a little bit of the book came off. But overall, I love how the design came out. I'm going to give you guys a closer look. So that part right there, I actually thought I messed up the design. But when I looked at the sublimation paper, I seen that that's how the design came out. So I was like, okay, we're good. But look at the beauty, y'all. I absolutely love this design. It goes hand in hand with the book. And that little part that I told you I messed up on in the corner with the tape, that's the only issue that I had. But other than that, it was easy to sublimate. It was amazing. And you can actually start your own business from home, selling customized notebooks and selling them as journals, right? So again, this is the Jot brand from Dollar Tree, and you can get it at your local Dollar Tree store or if they have it online. And this is the glitter one, so make sure it's the glitter one before you decide to purchase it and it's the wrong one. And yeah, so I might do the second book. I just have to decide, like I said, what design I wanted to put. And if I do decide to do it, I will include it in this video because I don't want to put the same design twice. So I found a design that I wanted to put on the book. I purchased this design off of Etsy. I love it because it represents me, right? I'm a boss babe. I'm all about my business. So we are going to see how it looks after I am done with everything. And I can't wait to see how it comes out. So we are going to follow the same steps like we did in the first book. Put the heat resistant tape. I already have the heat press preheating. And then I'm going to show you guys once it's in and after I take it out. So right now I have the book inside the same way I had the first book. Again, this is the easiest way for me to do it. I feel like it's just better. And I would say to use lesser time, and I'm going to show you guys why in just a sec. I'm going to try using a different temperature and different amount of seconds next time when I do another book. But we are going to go ahead. I already let it cool off. I'm being gentle with the tape this time. And you're going to see what I'm talking about because this time it wasn't the tape that messed up the book. I actually don't know what happened. Maybe it was the heat. But I had the butcher paper covering the whole cover from the book, you know, on top of the design. So I'm not sure if it was too much heat this time, which is weird because the first book, I had the same seconds, the same heat. And the only problem that happened with the first book was that I pulled the tape too hard and it messed that part up. Now, as you can see, I'm like pointing at it. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to give you guys a closer look at it, at what I'm talking about. But we're going to finish taking this off and seeing the design. And wow, I can't believe that this book came out so beautiful once again. So this is the design. And then right here in the corner, I don't know what happened there. I really don't know. Like I said, that's why next time if I do another book, I'm going to just try to use less time and the temperature a little bit more low to see if there's any difference, if that happens again. Because I really don't know what happened. So overall, I love how the book came out. Like, do you see that? Perfection. Okay. So I don't know if you can see the glittery, shiny look on the book, but I love it. Up close in person, it looks more like you can see the glitter. So thank you all for tuning in. I had so much fun doing this book. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.